Hey guys, it's It is currently 8:30 on Saturday morning. I am in my pyjamas, which also happens to be Reading merch, and I am about to eat my porridge. I'm going to gradually munch through that while I answer a load of questions that people have asked me about Reading this year. I'm really sorry I sound manly. I think I might have tonsillitis, but you know, power through. Let's get through Reading and then let's see if I have tonsillitis. I've had so many questions asking if I'm even going. I am going to Reading. I just haven't announced that I'm going. Last year I've been gifted a ticket by the festival for like the work I do on YouTube, which is bloody cool, like really bloody cool. That ticket didn't get confirmed until yesterday, and it's the Saturday before Reading as I'm filming this, so low-key haven't even known if I was going. Is it easy to lose your friends? Like, yes and no. Like, we had, the first year we went, we all lost each other in this crowd at Sigma. We all lost each other in a mosh pit, and then we had a massive argument about the fact that we'd all lost each other. But like, apart from that, I've never lost anyone, because the site is so big, but yet the actual arena site is pretty damn small. Like, it's not actually that like large scale at all. And if you know where your campsite is, if you get lost, just go back to the campsite and there'll probably be someone there. That's like always my mentality. If you have no phone signal, go back to camp and then find someone. If not, if you're all going to a set together, the best way to do it is like find a meeting point outside, and then if you lose each other inside the crowd, go back out to meet that person. So say like ours was always by the ice cream van, which is where a lot of people's is, but at least you know that everyone will be in one place and then you can all regather. Phone signal's really crap, especially on 4G, so you're better off just ring or text. How strict are security? Like, again, I've never had an issue with security. No one's ever checked my bags going into Reading. I just think it sounds so bad, but I think it depends on the kind of person or the size of your group. I've entered the festival by myself like 3 times. Usually I'm not really with anyone, I'm usually by myself, and therefore no one really like bats an eyelid, because I'm just travelling with my rucksack. I haven't really got loads of bags and I look quite just normal, whatever normal is, because I don't look that normal. I think it depends on how many bags you have and how many people there are, and how annoyingly how young you look too. And they're strict going into the arena. Like, you'll always be searched going into the arena. But is there an easy way to get into town to buy food supplies, or should I get it before I go? I never take any of the things that I'm going to buy at Reading before I get to Reading. Like, I always buy everything when I'm there. We always camp in Red, and it's about a 15-minute walk to Tesco, so we just do that, and then we buy all of our booze and all of that when we get there, because I can't be bothered to lug all of that stuff on the train when I could literally buy it at the same Tesco for the same price at the Tesco in Reading. It just makes more sense. That's how I would say to do it. That's how we've done it for every year so far. How do you become famous? I mean, Kez, you live with me, you're my housemate. I'm not famous. If I was famous, we'd have paparazzi at the door. I definitely don't. We just have Josh. How do I get to see your pretty face? Oh, Sammy, I'm looking forward to seeing your pretty face too. Well, text me, because you have my number. Is it going to rain? You're now my weather woman. I mean, I don't know. I haven't even checked the weather. I'm not actually here, but as this video goes up, I'll be in Italy for like 4 nights, and then I come straight back and I go straight to Reading. So my brain isn't really actually like in the Reading mindset as we speak. According to the old weather app, it's meant to be a nice little bit of sunny. Where are you hoping to camp? I'm hoping to camp in Red. It's where we've camped for the last, that will be our 4th year camping there. You'll be able to tell where we are because we normally camped, the toilets are here, like against the fence but not against the fence, and there's usually like 20 of us, so come find us. If you manage Reading, it's only 5. You have to walk from one campsite to like across the site. First time going this year and I have no clue what to pack. Please help me. I did a video all about what I pack, so I'll leave that link down below, and I hope that helps you. Are you gonna come see me on Saturday? Yes, I shall. Bags. I shall, depending on the alcohol state that I'm in. How far is the walk to Orange Camp from White Car Park? I love this question because I have no bloody idea. How much time do you have to spend in the day before the good well-known acts start? Now this question I think is actually really good. I think it depends on the kind of person you are. Now, we usually all get up around 8, and then we'll all chill in the campsite all morning, and then we'll probably head into the arena. We're the kind of group who will just go to the arena and just like sit and listen to anyone between bands. Like, we're not really bothered. Like, we're all massive music lovers, so the bigger known acts depending on how big you think a big known, I would say always around from like 3 p.m, 4 p.m. Bring docks instead of wellies. Well, this depends on whether it's going to rain, because I don't think it is, and I don't have any wellies, so I'm going to bring docks. I just have the low ones, like the low shoe ones with me. My boots are back at uni, but yeah, I don't really rate wellies. I don't find them very sturdy, and I find them a bit worried. I know they're designed for rain, but like I find them a bit slippy in mud. I've never taken a pair of wellies to a festival. In like the 18 festivals I've been to, I've never taken a pair of wellies. What's your everyday food routine when you go camping? Every morning I wake up around between 8 and 9. I'm pretty good at sleeping at 10 now. Like, pretty damn good at it. I really enjoy it. I usually wake up with a banging hangover. So yeah, usually wake up. I usually try to tent with Andy. This year I'm not. Gutting. He's got to tend to himself, so have I. But yeah, he always wakes me up. We always go through all the photos from the night before and reminisce about how drunk I was. And then I make him go get my tea. Andy's like one of my best mates, by the way. I then go make Andy get my tea, because otherwise I'm not in a good mood for the day. So Andy goes and gets my tea. I then for breakfast will either take a bowl and some cereal and some almond milk, and we'll have cereal. Or I will take like some of those like Nutri-Grain bar type things, like the biscuit breaks, and I'll have one of those with my tea. Then around 1ish I will either try and take my naked rice pot into the arena, but sometimes they're a bit funny about that. So I'll either eat that in the evening and then just go get food around 1ish in the arena. I always treat myself to 1 meal a day. Last year they had a bloody good paella stand. Like, when I mean good, I mean like another level of good. They were so good. I hope it's back this year, otherwise I'll be so sad. But yeah, I usually treat myself to 1 meal a day, just because otherwise it's too expensive. So I'll have my meal, and then whatever meal I then have, I'll have like a noodle pot or a rice pot in the evening. I always take a load of snacks. That's a crucial, like, always take a load of like naked bars, cereal bars, that kind of thing, because they're easy to like slip into bum bags, they're easy to slip into pockets, no one really checks. What time does Earlybird usually open? Someone said to me this was like 6 p.m. I have no idea. I'm not going Earlybird. When I went Earlybird the last couple of years, I believe it is like, well, we always got there around 2, and we got in pretty quick. I feel like it's quite early. I feel like it's like 10. I have no idea though. Maybe check the website. Who are you most excited for? Don't know. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing the 1975's headline set, because I just think it's going to be insane. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for the Amazon set, because it's a hometown show, and it's like 2 years since I like found the band, so that's gonna be a great set too. I just think the thing I'm really looking forward to is seeing my friends. Like, Reading is genuinely the time where we all like come back together, like from our various unis, and we'll just hang out for the weekend, which very rarely happens like at any other time apart from Reading. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to hanging out with my mates. Any tips for staying fresh over the weekend? Right, you've come to the right place. Your best friend is going to be the little water filling up station. Take your face wash and wash your face in that. Take soap, wash your hands in that. Baby wipe yourself every morning, maybe wipe yourself every evening. Don't go too hard on the makeup, because that is what makes your face feel grim. I've realised that over years now. As soon as you put a little bit too much makeup on your face, you just feel disgusting. Like, every day you just feel disgusting. Wash your hair before you go, and then befriend someone who's really good at hair, like Penny, who we camp with. She knows how to like plait in 7,000 ways, so she just plaits her hair every day, and that way I don't have to wash my hair all weekend. Oh, always take a really strong deodorant, and always take a really good body spray too, because you never know who might be smelly around you. What's it like going to festivals with the best people ever? It's that. No, genuinely, the people I go to Reading with are bloody great. I'm gonna do some throwback Instagram stories over like the next like 4 days, so look forward to those, because I'm gonna hopefully try and dig deep into some very bad history that we have. How do you cope with being so famous at Reading? That's funny. Why are you a fan hater? I'm not a fan hater. I need some style tips. I'm telling you, mate, just be comfortable. Like, that is the most crucial thing at a festival, is be comfortable and wear the things you would wear normally. People go like crazy, and I really respect everyone who dresses crazy at a festival. The one thing I think I've realised after 17 festivals, it's just being comfortable and taking loads of jumpers and being really snuggly in your tent at night is the most comfortable thing you can do. What's the disability access like? It's really good. I learned this at the Community and Latitude this year. The Community, like all disabled access is so good. They have like ramps, like at least 2, I'm pretty sure, at either side of main stage, and then they have them at like each stage as well. So if you do have a disability, like you can still see. What are some cheap shoes that look good at festivals or are good for festivals? This is a good question. I have some cool Caterpillar walking boots which I got in the sale on ASOS for like 40 quid. They're really cool for festivals. I think your best bet is just to go through the sales and see what you can find. Your best bet is always just to be comfortable. Charlotte picked up some really cool Docs for like 50 quid in the sale. It depends on what you consider cheap. I consider shoes an investment, so yeah. But Charlotte found some really cool gold plated Docs, vegan ones, for like 50 quid in the sales, and they're really cool. So it just depends on how much you're willing to spend on your cheap shoes. But where can you get hot water? You can usually go to the Salvation Army tent or to any of the food vendors, and they'll give you hot water, but they'll usually make you pay like £1. So just make sure you have some change. What's your absolute festival essential? I would say in recent times it is an airbed. I've bought one for Boardmasters and then didn't get to use it because, you know, Boardmasters RIP. But I would say Andy and I bought an airbed for last Reading and it changed our lives. I never slept better in a tent than I did on that airbed. Or lots of loo roll, because the loos at Reading are just like another ball game. So, oh, lots of hairbands, because it's nice to get your hair off your face. What's the best campsite? It depends on what you want. It depends on what you want. We always just camp in Red because that's where we've always camped. And I always say this, why would you test the waters? If you have a good time camping in a campsite, I'm suddenly then not going to go camp somewhere else, because that just seems a bit stupid. So I always say Red. I didn't realise so many people would actually be interested in this video. I've had like 40 questions. How much would you recommend bringing for one day? Just food. I don't know if we talk about how much food I'd recommend you bringing or how much money just to spend on food. I'm going to go with yours. I'll do both. How much money I take per day. As I was saying, I spend about a tenner probably on a meal, and I might buy a couple of pints in the arena, so call it like 20 quid a day, 30 quid a day max. So maybe like 100 quid for the weekend. It depends on how bougie you are. Like, it really depends on how much money and it depends on how much food you're planning on spending. No, depends on how much food you're planning on buying and how much alcohol you're planning on spending, buying, drinking. I normally do early bird, but this year I've not. How easy was it to find a camping spot last year since you went on the Thursday? Good memory. I did go on the Thursday, and I am this year too. Oh, completely fine. I think there's this misconception that like it's like an actual bun fight. It's not. It's a bun fight if you go on the Friday, but like come the Thursday, there's still loads of space, especially if you're not planning to camp super close to the arena. Like Red's 2 campsites out, and there's still always loads of spaces. Like we all wake up on Friday morning and there are still spaces, and then it just gradually fills up. How much alcohol do you recommend bringing? I usually take a bottle of a spirit and then like say like 15 ciders, for example, and then we might go do like another Tesco run at some point in the weekend, but that's generally what I take. And you know, I have this thing where we really enjoy drinking Pimm's at festivals, like with no fruit, just lemonade. So we'll probably get a bottle of Pimm's each, share those, and then just like drink through our ciders. It depends on also how drunk you're planning on getting. We don't mind buying a couple of pints in the arena. Have you ever used the showers and are the queues long? I've never used them. I've heard they're horrendous, but I don't know. I've used the showers in the leisure centre, which is next to Red, and they're like, you usually have to pay to go in. But to be honest, depends on how long you're there for. Like if you're washing your face every day in the sink and you're washing your body down with wet wipes and you're like making your best out of the water they have, you'll probably be fine. Like everyone stinks. Like it's just kind of a general consensus that everyone smells. Like you just kind of get used to it. But yeah, I don't know. I got camping guest at Latitude, and those showers saved my ass. Someone's asked, do you need alcohol? Do you need an ID to bring in alcohol? Yeah, you do. Like they check if you've gone to Tesco and come back with alcohol. They check all your IDs. Like just flat out they do. So you want to wear something that is the comfiest you can do. Trainers are always a good shout. I wore trainers like all of 1 year, like a couple of years ago, because they're so comfortable and they just don't hurt your feet. You've got the number one thing I can say about shoes is you literally need to be as comfortable as possible, because you're on your feet so much more than you think. You're literally standing up from like 9 AM until like 10 or 11 p.m. at night. Like, you're constantly on your feet and you're constantly walking. So this is my first time at Reading. Any advice on how to have a good time? I think the best thing to say about having a good time at Reading is just be as open-minded as you can, be as respectful to the people around you, make friends with the people around you. You'll always bump into the same people, like, surprisingly, despite there being so many people on site. Like, you'll often cross paths with the same people. You're going for the music, generally speaking, so just go have a good time, listen to good music, hang out with your friends. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna go and try and edit this now because I want this to go up literally tomorrow and I go away this evening. I really hope my throat repairs itself, because if not, I'm going to be in a really sorry state. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, share this amongst your friends, put it in your group chats, you know the drill. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments and I will answer those too. But yeah, I'll also leave any other videos that I've done festival related in the description box so you can watch those, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys.